Oh, what's happening? Lunch with Baum, back at ya. Topic of today is to turn one day into day one. How do you turn someday, which means none of these days, into day one? Why do people fail, right? So, all right, hey, once again, if you value what I got going on, Lunch with Baum, I got my Insta Live going, got my Facebook Live. Please like and share. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. If you're watching live, drop a 1 down below. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2. And if this is your first time with this crazy guy, Lunch with Baum, who is this guy anyway? Drop a 3 down below. First timers, I'd love to connect with you and make contact because friends are friends, right? So, hey, Frank Baumholtz, my athletes, clients, students call me Coach Baum. I've been a high school strength coach for 21 years, run my own gym, super passionate about helping aspiring people attain their performance and fitness goals. So if I can shed a little positivity into your life, that's what I want to do. You know, we've been talking about goal setting and things like that a lot lately, and that's probably the number one thing why people fail and why they can't get started. You know, so a friend of mine actually stole the idea from her. Thanks. Is that you know, we always say someday, I'm going to do it someday, but then it turns into none of these days. People say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next week turns into never. So, you know, you got to just do it. You got to get up and do it. One of the things I've been doing at school with my students is we put a vision board, a goal vision board together. Hang on, you know what? All right, we're on the move. Got to show you this. You got to stay with me here. I'm going to make this thing happen. All right, I'm flipping it around. Flipping it around. All right, I'm going to show you this thing. So this is my students. That's their goal board, kind of their vision board. Okay? I'm flipping back. So one of the biggest things with anybody is we don't ever have any vision. You know, we don't have any direction. So for me, I might get set back up here. All right, got the double going. All right. The biggest thing is, you know, we don't have any like where we're going. You know, we might have a plan with no goal, or we might have a goal with no plan. And what's that? That's just a wish, you know? So, you know, how do you turn, you know, the idea of what you want to do into today's day one? Make it happen, you know? But it starts with a goal. It starts with an idea. So for my students, I put that big kind of vision board up. And what happens a lot of times is we're in the grind right now. We're in like week 6. The kids went from a rolling workout block, so we saw the kids every other day in the past, to now we see them every single day. Now the time's shorter each day, but you got to have a plan, right? So, and it's like, oh man, I show up and I just don't feel like getting after it and working out today. But it's just because you don't have a goal. You know, you got to have a goal. You got to have something that you're working towards, something measurable that you're going after. You know, if you don't, you just kind of like, you're just wandering around. It's like Dory, just keep swimming, right? So, you know, what I did was I put this up there. I said, hey, what do you guys want to accomplish? You know, end of the semester, you know, we go through January. And so they had to come up with an idea. Now, they're all over the board, you know. Some of them understand what goal setting is and some of them don't. So, but I didn't want to limit them to what their ideal was. So it was just a vision board, so they could see it every single day when they come into the weight room at school. Is like, bam, you know, I don't feel like working out today. Actually, I'm looking at it right now, the one I showed you, and one of the guys said state, wants to win state. Now we have to define what that means, but you know, the day when you come in and you don't feel like working out, all of a sudden he sees that up on the board. He says that up on the board, and the day, that one time where you wanna take the day off, where you wanna skip a workout or skip a rep, or that's the difference between winning state and not. All right, because that's how close things get. You know, it could be an 1/8 of an inch, the difference between winning a state championship and coming in second. All right, or even not making the playoffs. All right, so you know that's the thing. You got to have a plan. So what we're gonna do with that. Actually, you won't be able to see this, but basically what we're going to do is the students are going to take their goal or that idea, and then we work through this goal-setting worksheet talking about, you know, making sure that our goals are more specific to what we're trying to do. I always say, if you want to get better at something, you got to measure it. So it's got to be something measurable. You got to have a timeline in order to get from point A to point B. And then you break it down. What are the barriers that come up? What's going to keep me from accomplishing my goals? Write that stuff down, and then also, what are some strategies that you can put into place in order to, get through those barriers? Here's the thing, is that if you have strategies in place and you understand what the barriers are going to be, then it's going to be a lot easier to work through those barriers and get to your goal. There's a lot of people, why do they quit? Why do they stop doing what they're doing? One, they don't have a plan, they don't have a goal, and it's hard for them. Once they get to, I show up on Wednesday, we got short schedule. I'm tired for Monday and Tuesday. I had tons of homework last night. I had chores, I had kids activity. Maybe I ate bad. And all of a sudden I show up and I don't feel like doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but all of a sudden, here's my goal, here's my vision board right in front of me. I tell my students all the time, I've got a little sticky note right on the speedometer in my car on the side that just is a reminder for me that, here's my goal on Monday, here's my goal on Tuesday, and I have a little kind of some motivational things from me. A lot of times our mind gives up and our body could still keep going. Chris Estes always says, you got to give yourself a checkup from the neck up. It starts from up here. Once your mind believes it, you're able to keep going. It's like, a lot of my students, so we got body comp change goals. My clients at MVP, they got body comp change goals. Do you believe that you can do it? Do you actually believe it in here and up here that you can truly do it? And then write it down on paper. That only 3% of the population actually writes their goals and their life goals down. That's craziness. So if you actually wrote your goals down on a piece of paper and put it somewhere so you could see it every day, you would be so much farther ahead than the 90-some% of the people that just wish they could do certain things. So, one day or day one? What's today going to be? Today's going to be day one. You're going to write it down. If you're looking to lose weight, I got a plan for you. I got a 90-day plan for you. If you struggle with your workout stuff, I got a plan for you. Look at this though. It's all on paper. It's all on paper. It's written out for you. It's a game plan that breaks down, here's what you're doing. Here's what you're doing. You're keeping track of your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your workouts, your exercise. What are your goals? Here's some daily tips for you for the day. It's all written out for you. So why do people fail? Why do people take, someday and they can't ever put it into day one? They can't ever put it into day one because they don't have a plan. It could be a 90-day plan. It could be a 30-day plan. It could be a 100-day plan. It could be a 42-day plan. It could be a 7-day plan. Shoot, it could just be a plan for today. I wrote a little thing the other day helping somebody out. I was just talking about today. One day. Write down one thing that you want to accomplish today. I was listening to, wish I could remember his name. He was speaking at one of the military schools, and he talked about your goal of today is to make your bed. Make your bed, that's it. Because that's one simple task. If you're not willing to do one simple task, how are you going to be able to do all the hard stuff throughout your day? And if your day is rough, you have the, you have the worst day in the world. You have the worst day in the world. When you come home after that really rough day and you're getting ready for bed and you walk into the bedroom and you get ready to jump in the bed and you're oh man, look at that. That is amazing. Made my bed today. But what that does is that snowballs into the next little thing, into the next little thing, into the next little thing. It's like, someone that wants better nutrition. Rule number one is you got to drink more water. If you're not going to drink more water, you're probably not going to do anything else. Those are all simple. Those are all little simple things in my transformation plan that I work with people and my students. I challenge them at school every single day when they come in. We have a thing over the top of the door. Are you stronger? Are you better today than you were yesterday? If you can answer yes to that, write it down. Write it on a piece of paper and keep track. You could even put it on a calendar. Another thing I always tell folks is 1% better. Are you 1% better today than you were yesterday? Now, you might not have your 100% today. You might not have your 100% today, but you have 1% better than you did yesterday, and that is a success. Shoot, it might just be your mental approach today. I read a great story, or it was someone talking. My friend Laura was sharing a story, and it was great. It inspired me. One of the biggest things about it was like, you got to smile at people. You got to just share your smile with people, because the simplest thing about a smile to somebody is going to change their day, and that change in their day could make today day one. All right. So when you come on, if you got questions for me, go ahead and hit me up. Throw your comments, questions down in the comments below. I'll get back to you. I see a bunch. I'm gonna have to scroll back through and check out all the comments that I got going on with my Insta Live and my Facebook Live. Give me some likes, give me some hearts, blow this algorithm up that's killing us on Facebook and Instagram. I appreciate every single one of you. If you are, today's the day. Today is day one. If you're looking for a pick-me-up, you're looking for something better, you need a transformation in your life, I got several options for you. I've got my MVP plan. I got my 90-day transformation plan, my natural health revolution plan. Here's the thing, it's the start that stops most people. It's the start, the person that says, today's the day. Today's the day that I'm going to get started. So I'm going to challenge you. This is coming from a good friend of mine. Is it one day or is it day one? Don't let someday turn into no days, all right? And someday is not a day of the week. Today is Thursday, and it is time to take action. Transformation Thursday, take action Thursday. Today's the day. So if you roll in, and if you're one of my students and you're coming in after lunch, you better be ready, because I'm going to bring the heat, all right? I'm fired up. I'm here to help. I said that the other day. If you're looking, scroll back into my my feeds that I've thrown up, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram. I got tons of stuff with our nutritionals, and you want to comment, click the link up in my bio and check that out. Learn more what we got going on there. Everything starts with nutrition. Everything starts with mindset. And if you can improve your mindset and you can improve your nutrition, your goals are possible every single day that you wake up. I always say, if you can look up, you can get up. All right? You guys have a great rest of your day. Once again, if you value what I got going on, I appreciate you. Like it and share it. And we'll be back with a little lunch with Baum.